Hi everybody. I usually speak in French on my channel, but today I just make this video to just speak to my brothers that speak English, that are living in Africa, and they want to take the boat or just walk across the desert to go to reach Israel through Egypt, or go to Europe by boat, or going via Libya or Morocco or any other place like that. So this video is intended to just make you aware of the danger that you may have to go through. I know that Africa is hard. I know that we have various issues in Africa that are causing you to try to, go and find a better life. But this video is not to tell you that you cannot do that. That's not what I'm trying to do. The video is to just try to make you understand what you can have, like what you can go through, and what issues you will go through if you are not lucky. Like if you are lucky, you will be able to cross the desert. You will be able to reach um, Europe, or you will be able to reach Israel. But I'm gonna tell you here, step by step, what you're gonna go through. If you come from Cameroon, if you come from West Africa or East Africa, or wherever you come from, and you are African, first of all, most of you have to spend a lot of money, heaps of money, heaps of money to have to spend a lot of money to sell everything you have to cross. This is the first thing. Like, you may have a business, you may have something that may work for you, but because you have this false dream, you sell everything you have to put money in your pocket and pay to cross, to go to someone else's country. That's one. The issue here is that you're gonna go to a country like Libya. Libya. Think about it. Libya. Libya is just a country that is going through an absolutely strong war between three different groups of Muslims that are trying to cut each other head off. This is to start with. So there is no president. There is nothing that can guarantee you any kind of safety. Nobody can guarantee you any kind of safety. So when you go to Libya, there is a trade that is going on. There is a trade that is going on in Libya right now, is that Africans are being sold to go and do hard work for other Libyans. Can you imagine it? You're gonna pay $10,000 to try to cross the desert, trying to cross Africa to go to Europe, while you spend all that money to just go and turn to become someone's slave. Someone's slave. Can you believe that? You're gonna pay a lot of money to become someone's slave. I'm inviting you to understand what you are paying for. Second, these people also shoot you, they chain you, they kill you, and they rape women. That's something you have to understand too. They rape women that they capture. There is a video that is there is a movie that is on a video that is a documentary that is on Netflix that you should be watching. It's called Sound of Torture. There is just the travel of most of the Africans from East Africa that are trying to go to Israel. Israel, the country of Jesus, via Algeria. Algeria, that is a Muslim country. And both borders are told that they should be able to shoot any black people trying to cross. And in that documentary on Netflix, you can see that even pregnant women are shot dead at the border of Algeria and Israel. So you're gonna pay money to reach that border, and you're gonna going to be killed. That's another part of it again. So wherever you're trying to go, you're gonna have to suffer. You're gonna have this strong desire to go, but you're gonna have this strong desire also from other people to kill you. So you're going to lose your money. You're going to put all your kids at risk. All your kids at risk. You're going to put them in boats also. You have chance to drown. You have chance to drown. I mean, would you believe that? Some people sell everything they have in Africa, everything they have, everything they have, everything they work for so many years, to just try to go and have a better life while they already had a good life. If you were that poor, would you have that money to travel, to pay $10,000 to travel? When I was in Africa, if I had $10,000, man, I would be so happy when I was back home. If you can make $10,000 back there, that means that you can make more money there. But because you have this fake dream that most of Africans sell to each other, you go. You go. So you're lying to each other. And this video, I know I'm French, but I'm making this video just to tell you what kind of things you're going to go through. I'm inviting you before you take the boat, before you're trying to cross the desert, before you're trying to lie to yourself, before you're trying to put your kids in those kind of risks, before you turn to a slave, before you turn to someone, before your dream is crushed, because you're going to go to a place where, it's not what you thought of, before you sell everything that you have. I'm inviting you to just take internet and just make few research and understand what's going to happen to you. If you're a woman or if you're a man, a lot of people are dying today in the waters. A lot of women are being raped. A lot of people are being killed. A lot of people are being tortured. And don't you wait and think that any white person, any news will care about you because you are suffering. Because if anyone from the Western country really cared, things that happen in Africa wouldn't happen. But at the same time, the first thing that Africans should do is to take responsibility for everything that happened in Africa, to try to change Africa for ourselves. We must do something for ourselves. We must be able to change Africa. We can't sit there and run away every time. We can just run. We can just run. And at the end of the day, even if you reach Europe and you have no qualification, you won't get no job. You won't have any job. You won't have any life. So you leave Africa where you may have your own house and everything to go to Europe and sleep in the street. And that's for the lucky ones that didn't drown, that were not captured, that were not turned to slave, that were not raped, that were not strangled or chopped head. Because Arabs think that we're animals. So most of them believe that we are not humans, that they can do whatever they want with us. So I'm going to tell you too, then this is the truth, bros. You got to really, really, really think about this before you take all your money and everything that you have and sell it just to make a false dreams that is not going to come true. With all the 10,000 people that went to Europe to live, most of them have money though. Most of them don't have cars. Most of them are in the street. Most of them are fed like animals, like some social welfare are just coming to give them some sort of food. And the lucky ones make it. And the lucky ones are not even 5%. And that's things that you don't know. And some people are coming back to Africa because they failed. They thought that they would get something. They thought that they thought that they would be like, they thought that they would be like, they would get so much things. That they thought that they would be so rich. Europe is not rich, man. You're not going to get any people in Europe looking for jobs like us. People in Europe, some people are in the street like us, like you are in the street in Africa. Some people don't make money like you think. Some people have nothing. They live from welfare too, and they're born in Europe. They're white and they're struggling. So tell me, in Africa, which country in Africa will agree to take like 30,000 people a year? There is no such a country. So it's not about races. They're protecting the borders. And it's not making it easy for them to just keep on taking 10,000 of people every day. It's not easy for them because themselves they're struggling. If you watch the news, they have their own problems to deal with. I'm not saying that not to go to Europe though. I'm saying that you can also make it in Africa. You can make it in Africa. But you have to have that will to trust yourself and make a change. We need to make change. We need to start making change in Africa first before trying to just pack our clothes and run away. We got all the gold on earth. We got all the wood. We got all the water. We got all the mineral that they need. We just need to put our mind in, put our head down, and start working toward better Africa. We need to change our president. We need to change all the people that are head of our countries that do nothing for us. We need to change them. We need to work together. We need to work together from the east, from the center of Africa, from the south of Africa, from the west of Africa. We need to sit there together and do something together to make a real change. But the change will come from each one of us. Every single one have to put his own effort to educate his brother, to educate our kids, to make it happen. But we just can't go and run and go to Europe and being fed like animals, like poor people. We have to stop complaining everywhere. All the countries made themselves. All the other race made themselves. Africans and black people are just everywhere in the world are struggling. Races, murders, rapes, and drugs, and alcohol, and everything, all the bad things we do. I'm not saying they don't do that too, but man, they have everything, and we got nothing. So we should be the one that are trying to have more knowledge, more technology, more of everything, but we don't. So it's time for every one of us to wake up and bring his own brick to solidify the wall of Africa, because we need to build it ourselves. We need to make it happen for ourselves, because no white people is gonna come to Africa to come and build things for us. No American will come to Africa to build things for us. No Asian is gonna come to build things for us for free. They all come to take something in return. But we have to learn how to make Africa better and Africa great for Africans, to keep the future of our kids to make a very strong future for our kids. We need to think about tomorrow instead of thinking about a day-to-day life, like we were raised to think that as soon as you have food in your head, that's it. As soon as you have food in your stomach, that's it. You should be happy, go and sleep. No, we need to start working hard. We need to start working hard. We start to create wealth. We need to learn how to save money. You need to learn how to create. We need to learn how to invent and reinvent ourselves. We need to work absolutely hard. Every one of us, every single African, every single black person, from that wherever you live, was in India, was in Asia, was in Australia, was wherever is America, wherever is Canada. We need to come back strong. We need to share knowledge. We need to work with every single one of every African next to you. If it comes from Congo, if it comes from Eritrea and everything, you need to shake his hand and you have to make things happen. Make things happen for our Africa, for a very strong Africa. We need to work together. That's all I got to say. If you want to travel still and risk it, if you want to travel still and risk it, and risk being slave, risk being killed, risk killing your kids and everything, you can do it, man. I can't stop you. That's your own deal. But this video is just to let you know that you can make it. You can make it where you are. You can make it. And we can all make it by making a change. And that change is not going to happen in Europe. We have to make a change in Africa. Thank you. That's all. Have a good day. And God bless you all. Bye.